Unfortunately, so many people live and suffer with chronic pain. Problems are caused from a variety of issues. Dr. Rainer Kramer from Catalyst Pain Solutions has a patient with him today. This is Paul Kelly. He's a local radio host, and they're here to give you some hope and tell you there is a solution. Paul, I want to talk about you. Let's start with your history with pain. When did it begin, and what were you dealing with?
Well, I took a spill when I was in third grade.
Third grade?
And it never really was addressed. And so for the last 35 years.
And where was the pain? Where did you have pain?
In my knee and in my hip.
Okay.
And over the years, I have just tried to deal with it and tried to live with it, and it got to the point where I couldn't do it
So
anymore.
how severe was the pain? Because you know when you're a child, they say shake it off, and I'm
Yeah.
sure that's what they told you.
Yeah, and when I was a child, you know, it was bearable, and as you grow older, things stop working the way that they should, and you know, it just got worse and worse, and I tried everything from inserts in my shoes to chiropractic, and
You couldn't get relief.
I couldn't.
So what were some simple things that you couldn't do on a daily basis?
I couldn't stand up from a seated position. I couldn't tie my shoe. I couldn't get in and out of a car. I certainly couldn't walk into and out of a grocery store.
Had you tried pain remedies?
You know, yeah, over-the-counter medication. You know, my family doctor said, lose weight, and that's a good answer for a lot of people, but it doesn't address, you know, what was really going on.
So how did you first get introduced to Dr. Kramer and Catalyst Pain Solutions?
Somebody at the radio station was talking about it, and my ears immediately perked up. I said, that may be something I'd like to ask some questions about.
All right, so your first meeting with Dr. Kramer, he's just sitting over there silent, which is very rare for him. I just have to say that.
No, we're good.
Okay, so the first time you met him, describe the appointment. What was different?
Well, I was nervous because I'd never heard of this type of procedure, and I thought, okay, well, the first thing he's going to do is to tell me to lose weight. And I walked in and
People in glass houses don't throw stones.
And you didn't,
That's right, we don't throw stones.
It was immediate relief when I saw this guy. He really put me at ease, and as we had the conversation, the first thing he said was, well, let's figure out what's going on in there. It wasn't, hey, I've got something for you. It was, let's figure it out. And
all right, so you saw Paul.
Yep.
Okay, third grade, he took a spill. Why did you figure something has to be done here? Something's going on inside.
Right.
What did you do? And
Right.
what did you
Well,
recommend?
when you hear of trauma, whether it's a car crash, whether it's a traumatic episode, there's going to be wear and tear in the joint that's cumulative over time. So the question is, where is it and how bad is it? So we've got great diagnostic tools that are out there, MRI imaging. So we ordered MRI imaging to see what was going on with the joints that were problematic.
So what was going on?
Well, there was degenerative joint disease both in the knee and the hip that was impacting his ability to walk and move.
So what was your treatment option?
The treatment option was, well, he could do nothing or do something. And we gave him the option of a non-surgical option, which was using stem cells and platelet lysate and superconcentrated platelets to help regrow the area. Mesenchymal stem cells are also known as medicinal signaling cells. What we were doing is taking what is naturally in his body, concentrating it down, and giving his joints a chance to heal.
Paul, how do you feel today?
I feel great. I mean, you know, I'm different. Walking to see the Cardinals play, you know,
Oh, wow.
those aren't close parking spots, you know? I
Right.
mean, it's a different life for me now,
And just
for sure.
the basic things, you
Yeah.
know, getting up from a
Yeah.
chair.
Things that people take for granted.
So what's the next step for him, Dr. Kramer?
Keep moving, keep functional. If he needs a touch-up 6 or 12 months from now, we will readdress that, use some of the growth factors that are naturally in his body, concentrating those down, injecting those in areas to keep the stem cells, keep them growing and keep them healing.
And Catalyst Pain Solutions does a number of treatments for a number of problems.
Absolutely. We treat the low back, the neck, also hip joint, shoulders, but primarily low back is what we see a lot of, and we are very effective in handling chronic pain.
Oh my goodness. Well, Paul, it's wonderful meeting you, and I wish you continued success. You're on the road to recovery. Catalyst Pain Solutions, the next generation of medicine, has locations statewide. Look them up at catalystpainsolutions.com. The number's on your screen, 480-821-PAIN. That's 480-821-7246.